Here's more wrestling news for March 23rd, 2021. And your headlines for today include: why has WWE removed Batista from the Hall of Fame ceremony? Top WWE superstar to have last WrestleMania next month. Stone Cold Steve Austin reveals the origins of what? Huge botch spoils title match at FASTLANE 2021. He beat John Cena half to death. Arn Anderson reveals WWE legend who assaulted John Cena. Seth Rollins comments on WrestleMania poster snub, and more. This year, the WWE will induct both the 2021 and 2020 class of Hall of Famers, but Batista won't be going in. Once considered the headline act for the 2020 ceremony that never took place, Batista has now been removed from last year's class of inductees, fueling speculation on what's going on. On Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer explained that there was a date conflict and that Batista's busy schedule is keeping him from being a part of this year's ceremony. It's interesting if the decision was made to pull Batista from the Hall of Fame because of his schedule, as the show will be pre-taped, and he could always film a video and send it in. It's also possible that other factors may be keeping the animal from the pre-taped ceremony, but if that's the case, WWE isn't letting anybody know about these other reasons. For now, it's unclear if Batista will be inducted as part of the 2022 Hall of Fame ceremony, where hopefully his schedule will allow him to attend, or if the two-time Royal Rumble winner has missed the boat on being inducted. We'll continue to provide updates on Batista's situation regarding the Hall of Fame, and whilst there's little doubt the animal deserves the accolade, it won't be happening in 2021, a year after it was meant to. The animal was Daniel Bryan's very first opponent on Monday Night Raw back in May 2010, and it looks like the Yes Man's career in the company may be coming to an end. In the past year, Bryan has made it clear that his career is winding down and that he plans to become a part-time wrestler if he has enough left in the tank. Given that Bryan's 3-year contract he signed in 2018 expires this year, there's been plenty of speculation on Bryan's future, and Meltzer addressed this in the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter. He wrote, "Bryan said that this could very well be his last WrestleMania. Unless he's letting his contract run out at the end of this year and leaving, I don't see any way that's possible. But he said if this is his last one, and he never actually said for sure it was, he's giving everything he's got to be in the main event." At Fastlane 2021, Bryan failed to become Universal Champion thanks to the guest enforcer Edge, and after he and Roman Reigns were both attacked by the Rated R superstar, there is hope and speculation amongst fans that Bryan could make the Universal title match at WrestleMania a triple threat. If this is Bryan's last WrestleMania, he deserves to be in the main event, though there's plenty of fans who are hoping that the popular babyface has at least a few more WrestleManias left in him. From one former WWE champion to another, as Stone Cold Steve Austin has made millions in wrestling thanks to his popular catchphrases, and there are few chants more over with the crowd than "What?" In the 18 years since Austin's last match at WrestleMania 19, fans have continued to use the "What?" chant, much to the annoyance of certain superstars, and now we know how the infamous chant began. This week, Austin welcomed Randy Orton to the Broken Skull sessions, and when discussing AEW's Christian Cage, who feuded with Orton in 2011, Austin revealed that it was a phone call with a Canadian wrestler that led to "What?" being invented. "I left him this long-winded message where I'd say something stupid and I go, 'What?' I kind of keep going, 'What?' and I keep going. By the time I hung up the phone, I left like a 2-minute message, and I was working heel at that time. I was like, I think I got something here." In that same interview, Orton referred to Christian as one of the best minds in wrestling, as both men had plenty of praise for the man who only recently left WWE for AEW. Austin has had plenty of memorable lines from Austin 3:16 to "and that's the bottom line," but fans can thank Christian Cage for giving us one of the most iconic one-word chants of all time. We are looking back at Fastlane 2021 as WWE made a big impression with their first pay-per-view of the Peacock era, but not everything went according to plan. Ringside News are reporting that in the end of the Intercontinental Championship match, the finish was botched, but Big E was always slated to retain his title. The botched finish in question saw Cruz attempt a roll-up, and the referee got a 2 count, but Big E then awkwardly countered into a roll-up of his own, and the ref counted the 3. Not only was Big E's execution of the roll-up awkward to watch, but fans have questioned the referee not stopping their count, which was essentially a 5 count across the 2 pinfalls. Things weren't helped either by the commentary team, who seemed genuinely flummoxed as to if the match had ended and who got the pin. Post-match, Cruz got his heat back by attacking Big E, continuing their feud, and whilst this match didn't end as planned, the two had no choice but to continue as it happened on live pay-per-view. With stars like Ronda Rousey, Cain Velasquez, and Shayna Baszler all jumping to WWE, it's clear WWE is open to MMA stars signing with them, and Ben Askren might be making the jump soon. Ahead of his highly publicized boxing match with Jake Paul, the retired MMA fighter spoke to Chris Van Vliet and discussed a possible WWE run, saying, "I would be interested in doing a little something with them. I really like them, everyone there was really cool, and they run a really professional operation." Askren added that he visited the WWE Performance Center last October, and would you like to see him in WWE? Sound off in the comments. Throughout wrestling history, there's few people more legit than Kurt Angle, and that's a lesson John Cena once learned the hard way. During his tenure with WWE, Arn Anderson worked closely with Cena, and during a recent installment of his Arn podcast, discussed a time when Cena went off script during a match with Angle. The story goes that mid-match, Cena left the ring and ran into the crowd to grab a foam finger, and gave Kurt a large middle finger, much to the delight of the crowd. Kurt himself wasn't happy by Cena going off script and let him know when John got back in the ring. Arn explained, "He proceeded to beat John half to death. He got a little stiff and snug with him because it was something that did not work in the match. It was unprofessional, it was just a foolish thing to do during that point in the match." Cena definitely learned his lesson as he went on to become the face of the WWE for a decade and inducted Kurt into the Hall of Fame in 2017, where he knew not to go off script during his induction speech. And we're ending this video with Seth Rollins, as the SmackDown superstar has been a staple of WrestleMania for several years. From cashing in Money in the Bank in 2015 to becoming Universal Champion 2 years ago, Rollins has shined at WrestleMania, and this year, he's expected to be facing Cesaro. Given that both men are two of the most capable superstars on the SmackDown roster, fans are expecting this match to be fantastic, but crowd excitement wasn't enough to earn Rollins or Cesaro a spot on the WrestleMania poster. The former Universal Champion has now fixed what he considers to be WWE's mistake, as he tweeted out a photoshopped photo of the poster with a miniature version of him present, resting in the eye of the skull in the background. With this year's WrestleMania being a 2-night event, it's not surprising that many people on the card haven't made it to the poster, but Rollins isn't going to take being snubbed from the artwork of their biggest show lying down. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.